All right, welcome to our level 10 solving, hopefully our final level. If you reach this point, you should be able to solve basically any algebraic equation that can be given to you at any level in high school. And so let's tackle this difficult problem, but using our three questions. Question number 1, can I simplify the left or the right side? Well, in this case, the answer is yes, we can definitely simplify. And we want to simplify by using distribution and combining like terms. So let's go ahead and start with our distribution. Everywhere we see a number times a parentheses, we want to distribute first. So I can say, hey, 4 times 2x, that will be 8x. And 4 times negative 8, that will be negative 32. And then I just go ahead and continue to write my plus 6x minus 9 is equal to. On the right-hand side, can I simplify the right-hand side? Well, of course. But in this case, I'll just jump straight to my combining like terms. 5x plus 12x is 17x, and 7 minus 4 will be positive 3. Remember, when combining these like terms, we don't change the sign if they're on the same side of the equal sign. Okay, now back to my left-hand side. Can I simplify my left-hand side further? Well, yes, I can. By the way, I didn't write my x with that 8. Bad, Mr. Hastings. Okay, there we go. So now we have this 8x plus 6x, which will be 14x. And we have this negative 32 minus 9. Well, remember, when you have two negatives combined together, they just go more negative. So it'll be negative 41 is equal to 17x plus 3. Now this brings me to my second question. Are my x's together? And the answer here is no. There's an x on the left and an x on the right. And I want to move the smaller one. So I'll do minus 14x, minus 14x. And from there, those cancel. And now I have negative 41 is equal to 17x minus 14x is 3x plus 3. And look at this. With just a couple of lines of work, we've made this into a very, very easy problem. We do our, we now want to ask ourselves, hey, how can I get x by itself? And of course, I do my order of operations in reverse. I get rid of my addition first, so minus 3 minus 3. And then let me just write that over here. That's going to be negative 44 is equal to 3x. And then to get x by itself, to get rid of multiplication, I simply divide. And there you go. X is equal to negative 44 over 3. And that's our final answer. It can't be simplified, it can't be reduced, and it's fine to leave it as a fraction. Okay, I would encourage you to pause the video, finish taking notes, and let's move on to our second equation. Okay, in example 2, let's start this by asking ourselves our first question. Can I simplify the left or the right side? Well, of course, the answer is yes, I can simplify. But notice here, my simplification, my distribution, it's not at the start of the problem. That's okay. We just want to drop our 8x, and then we'll distribute our negative 7 times 5x, which would be negative 35x, and negative 7 times 4, which will be negative 28. Okay. From there, I drop my minus 12, and I write is equal to. Now, can I simplify the right side? Well, of course we can. We can combine our 3x and our 14x, which will be 17x again. Now I have this negative 7, negative 8, and positive 9. And I just want to combine these one step at a time. Negative 7 plus negative 8 is negative 15 plus 9. And so we have 15 negatives, and we're taking away 9 of them because positive and negatives cancel out. So we just write minus 6. Now from here, I still have to simplify the left-hand side one more time. So let's go ahead and combine our 8x and our minus 35x. Notice they're just right beside each other. We don't see that too often. And that would be what? Negative 27x. And the negative 28, negative 12 will be negative 40 is equal to 17x minus 6. I move on to my second question. Are my x's together? Well, here they clearly are not. And I want to move my smaller x. So we'll move our negative x by adding. So plus 27x plus 27x. That zeroes out. And now I have negative 40 is equal to, let's see, 17 plus 27. That would be 37 plus 7, which would be 37 plus 7, which would be 44x minus 6. And from here, we're just 2 steps away. This time, instead of getting rid of addition, we'll get rid of our subtraction. We can do plus 6, and negative 40 plus 6 will actually be negative 34. Here, I'll write it over here, is equal to 44x. Of course, I divide both sides by 44. Now, I want to ask myself, hey, can I simplify this? And negative 34 and 44 can both be divided by 2. So that'll give me negative 17 over 22, which cannot be simplified further. All right, y'all. I don't know why it's sliding over to the right, but there is our level 10 solving. At this point, you should be so good at solving that whenever you see a very long, complicated problem, you look at it as more like, oh, wow, this is going to be boring because you know how to do it so well, not, oh, wow, this is impossible. I hope this helps, and I'll catch you in our next video series.